this idea because it really honors that there are strengths in both of those key tasks of grief, that we need to make room for the emotional processing of feeling the loss and learning from the loss. And we need to also pay attention to adjusting our life to the practicalities of life without this special person. There are always going to be practical adjustments that need to be made. And I love the connection between that to attachment strategy, that if you tend to be more anxiously attached, you might be able to do the emotional processing really well, and you're in touch with your emotions often to the point where they swamp you and you need a break from them, but the practical might fall by the wayside. Where if you tend to be a bit more avoidantly attached, you've got the practical stuff nailed down, no
Yes,
problem,
yes,
but you maybe
yes.
don't make room for the emotional processing that needs to happen. So this is, to me, this is where so much learning can happen in terms of how does my attachment strategy not just impact how I show up in relationships and to the cycle of disconnection, but how does it also impact how I recover from the loss? Like, does it mean that I don't pay that much attention to my emotions and I'm doing all the practical stuff? Or do I get absolutely enveloped by my emotions and drown in them and neglect the practical adjustments? So
Mm.
that understanding and insight is so important, which is why we came up with the wave analogy for looking at how people interact with their own emotional world. Like, is it a flat sea with a whole lot going on underneath that they're not really connected to? Or is it massive waves that completely drown you? And how can we help them toggle between those two tasks so that they're just riding the waves? They're able to feel the emotion and learn from it. They're able to spend time adjusting practically, but they're not paying so much attention to one that they neglect the other.